So we just received patch notes around 20 minutes ago. Now these were not supposed to happen today because normally the schedule would be that we get a patch note or an update every 2 weeks, but I'm assuming the additions here, so they're adjusting the Ren and Alice, which they did mention in the last patch note. So instead of just including it with the last update, I guess they just delayed it for a week, so now we're getting the patch notes today. The patch notes are not that huge, and they just released it 20 minutes ago, so I'm going to go over the patch notes really quick. So yeah, whatever. So the first thing is going to be the hero adjustments, and they actually do include the actual balance adjustments in this. Apparently, from what I heard, Alice is really good. Ren, the changes on Ren are not that massive. Now Ren is already good, she doesn't really need changes, so I wasn't really expecting the changes to be huge to begin with. So the Ren, before attacks an enemy, increases the caster's priority by 20%. This is the S1. And you just increase the damage with the level ups. Now, attacks an enemy, increases the caster's priority by 20%, increases the caster's priority by 30% if the target was a fire enemy. This is actually good. This is good for PvE specifically. And yeah, you get the same upgrades with the skill enhance effect. So nothing massive changed for the S1, but it just made it it made her better for PvE stuff, I guess. Specifically Meteus and the other red boss. So the S2 increases damage with additional Shura / skill burst. Oh, this is the burst level 3. Okay. Increases damage with additional increased damage against fire enemies. Increases damage with additional increased damage against fire enemies ratio increase. They increased the burst level 3 damage ratio, I guess. Not a lot of people have the burst level 3 anyway, so this is, again, not that huge. This is the S3. Increases critical hit chance for 2 turns and attacks all enemies. Each time an enemy is defeated, increases attack by 5%. This is the same. Now it increases it by 7%. Okay, the changes are not massive at all. They're really small, which is fine. Ren was already good. Now she's just slightly, very slightly better. So yeah, now Alice, this is the huge buff. This is the big buff. This is the big one. This is S1. I actually didn't even know what Alice did before the buff, so this is going to be new, completely new for me, because I never really had Alice. I had her on my global. I think I pulled her recently on my global, and I used her for the new guild raid. Other than that, I didn't really have any much info or much usage of Alice to understand what she did. So before, she had a 70% chance to attack all enemies. What? And remove 1 buff from them. Okay, so she attacks all enemies and has a 70% chance to remove 1 buff from them, is what I'm assuming it does. Wait, is this the level 3? Actually, let me pull up Alice. Let me actually go to the game, because I do have Alice. Skills. Dormouse Whiskers, okay. No, this is not the S1. This is the S2. Okay, this is the S2. Attacks all enemies, has a 70% chance to remove 1 buff, increases the priority by 15% for every target that was inflicted damage. The wording is a little weird, but basically every target that you attack, you increase your priority by 15%. So if there are 4 targets, that's a 60% priority increase. That's actually pretty good. Has a 70% chance to remove 1 buff from all enemies. Attacks all enemies. Okay, the wording is a lot better here. After attacking, inflicts reduced effectiveness for 1 turn on all enemies, and increases the priority of the caster by 25% for each target that was inflicted damage by this attack. So if you attack 4 enemies, you'll get a 10 immediately. So it's basically giving you an extra 10 if you start with the S2. And you do the decrease effectiveness on all enemies, which is fine. You can actually guarantee the buff removal if you have a max S2. Okay. This is the burst. Okay, changed to enhanced skill. Reset Alice in Wonderland cooldown. Resets Alice in... Okay, resets S3 cooldown, basically. Right? Okay, what does the S3 do, actually? Attacks all enemies has a 70% chance to inflict unbuffable for 2 turns. Reduces cooldown, increases the chance to activate. Okay, unbuffable. Unbuffable is really good, but T was just going to remove it anyways. Wait, at the start of a battle, has a 100% chance to increase speed for 1 turn. Wait, how much is her base speed actually? How much is her base speed? Let me go to Codex. Let me see her max base speed. Alice. Oh, it doesn't change. Okay, it's 124. And how much is Valentine's? Yeah, I think Alice is going to be faster than Valentine. I think she's going to be the fastest tuner in the game. The fastest opener in the game. Because it's only for 1 turn with her exclusive equipment. How much is actually? Let me go see the speed buff. Who has a speed buff? Pasket has a speed buff. Oops. How much is the ratio? Increases. Yeah. She's faster than. I believe so. 124. Okay. Let me go to the calculator. I'm assuming it's going to be 30% of the base speed, not the total speed. I could be wrong, because I don't know how buffs are calculated in this game. 124. Yep, it's going to be 161 speed. Without any speed upgrades.
Have you got business with me, kiddo?
But we're not really taking this into account, though. Because this is also going to be based on base speed. Let me do that real quick. Just to actually know for sure. So 1.55. This is including this speed set and the speed buff times 126. So 195.3 for Alice. 195.3 for Alice. Let me go to Codex. Alice. Oh no, Valentine, I mean. Let me see her base. Valentine's base. 154. Okay, let's see. 154 times 1.25. Yeah, Alice is going to be faster than Valentine. Okay, so Alice is the fastest opener in the game right now. That's good, I guess. So you're going fast. You're doing 70% chance to remove 1 buff from all enemies. Attacks all enemies. This is guaranteed if you have max. Inflicts reduced effectiveness for 1 turn, and then you get an extra turn, and then you do the S3, which the S3, what does it do again? Now, if you do the... Okay, so if you do the S2 first, right? You're doing the inflicts reduced effectiveness for 1 turn, so Tia is going to activate her passive, and she's going to cleanse that. But you're going to get another 10, so then you're going to do the S3, which is going to do the unbuffable. But Tia is not going to be able to cleanse twice. So this might actually be a legitimate strat for defense. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a legitimate, unless the AI does the S3 before the S2. In that case, then it's not going to be a legitimate strat in defense. But yeah, she looks to be a new PvP meta for sure, on defense specifically. For defense. Let's see the other improvements. The difficulty level of monsters appearing in Skyward Tower will be adjusted. The pattern of Sigma appearing will be changed. Okay. The skill description for Francesca Alice Eliza Potty will be edited to accurately reflect the skill's functionality. No functional changes have been made. Content. Okay, the max number of daily entries have been increased, okay, 2 to 3, so 3 bounties every day, and then if you have the pass, it's going to be 4. The number of tickets purchasable using Ether will be increased from 2 to 3. Okay, this is good. If they decrease the price, that would be even better, but I don't think they will. The experience gained by clearing adventure hard mode will be increased. The experience gained from clearing special request rate dungeons. That's good. The daily entrance count for adventure hard mode dungeon will be increased. That's good. The schedule for the research support center contents to be released will be adjusted. The schedule for the research support center contents. I have no idea what this is. More PvE adjustments. The price of the basic skill manual sold in the resource shop will be decreased. This is really good. This is the, I'm pretty sure they are talking about shops. Whoops, why am I going to guild, bro? Why am I going to guild? Shop. Yeah. Pretty sure they are referring to this. Yeah. So it's going to be decreased. They didn't really mention by how much. Intermediate skill manual will be added to the product list in the resource shop. Okay, the purchase limit for the basic and intermediate skill manual sold in the arena tab of the resource shop will be increased. That's really good. The basic and intermediate skill manual will be added as items that can be exchanged in the resource support center, and the maximum purchase limit for clear tickets will be increased. In the resource support center. What is the research support? These terminologies are new to me. Research support. Wait, are these talking about... No, it's not the survey hub. It's not. I have no idea what the research support center is. Yeah, no clue. Not a clue. The basic, okay. The Archdemon's Rune Infinite Corridor clear rewards will be increased. That's really good. The number of medals acquired by winning in a memorial match will be increased. What is a memorial match? Is that PvP? Memorial match. Oh, this one. The number of... Okay. I guess that's whatever. I don't really know anyone that actually does these battles. Improvements will be made to no longer reduce the number of side story challenges in the story chapter. To no longer reduce the number of side story challenges. Instead, the reduction will be limited to the battle. Oh, okay, I get it. So if you're... Okay, so basically... They already mentioned that in the last patch notes. You can clear the actual stage, the actual chapters without having to use the challenges. Only this stage, the boss stage, will require them. The condition to reach 3 stars for each chapter in the event story, the Reaper and the Gangster, will be alleviated. Yeah, because you had to have Eternal to actually clear it. I think that's what they're referring to anyways. Dark Admiral Veronica costume pack. I've seen this already in the Discord, so that's really good as well. Schedule is going to be available for 1 month and 5 days. Once per account. What is this price? This price, 33,000. Okay, this is the costume. They didn't show the 3D model. But yeah, you guys can make the choice for yourselves. I'm not going to buying it because waste of money. So, but it looks really good. An issue where the loading screen displays infinitely when entering Beth's side story. An issue where gear rewards for daily was incorrectly placed. Okay, an issue where players are unable to obtain the achievement total. An intermittent issue where an error pop-up was displayed when receiving guild point. Charging time for stamina was not applied correctly. An issue where the name did not match. Okay. That's it for the patch notes, right? The video is 13 minutes, which is good. I don't want it to be too long. Yeah, we're just getting some Alice and Ren buffs, which they did promise us in the last patch notes. We're getting a new Veronica costume. We're getting... I think everything that we're getting in this patch note was already mentioned in the previous patch note. Just more promising stuff. Some QL, quality of life updates. Giving us more tickets, fixing some bugs. So yeah, this is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.